But the Supercommittee threw in the towel just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. The 6 Republicans and 6 Democrats charged with cutting $1.2 trillion from the federal budget failed. KTHV's Matt Berman joins us now. And Matt, I guess some people watching about all this would say, I'm not surprised.
True, Craig, and in fact it seems it was expected, although some were optimistic that we could move forward. But at the end of the day, our federal debt will still stand at more than $15 trillion.
Goodness, I know on your list of things to do and people to talk to you,
right.
Tim Griffin, our congressman in the 2nd District, what did he have to say about all this?
Well, of course, no one from our Arkansas delegation is a part of that Supercommittee, but Congressman Griffin has written letters urging his colleagues to take action. And he reiterated the debt panel is a true reflection of America right now. We're at a crossroads. The nation is politically torn on the way to move forward. And this afternoon, President Obama might have widened that gap when he laid the blame squarely on the GOP. President Obama didn't mince words, speaking from the White House press briefing room on the Supercommittee's failure to reach a budget cut agreement.
There are still too many Republicans in Congress who have refused to listen to the voices of reason and compromise that are coming from outside of Washington.
Republicans, of course, bristle at that and point the finger right back at the Democratic Party.
Democrats were not willing to cut a dollar without raising taxes.
So what will the failure of this Supercommittee mean for Arkansans? U.S. Congressman Tim Griffin spoke with us Monday morning in Little Rock.
Well, we've got to watch out and see where the defense cuts are going to come, and that's something I'm watching really closely. We don't know where all the specifics are going to be.
Representative Griffin said the Defense Department had already been cut in the debt agreement, but could Congress override the automatic across-the-board cuts they put into place?
That's the thing. I mean, one Congress can't bind another, and I think that we'll be able to pass something. And in terms of the long-term consequences, we certainly can make changes as needed. We can go further.
However, a number of citizens wonder if these automatic cuts come, should lawmakers share in the sacrifice by taking pay cuts or pension cuts?
Well, I am one of very few in the country who have refused their congressional pension. Happy to do that, and I did that. In fact, I introduced legislation last week to get rid of congressional pensions. But just to be fair, or to be frank, that is tiny, tiny, tiny money in the scheme of $1 trillion.
Now, Craig, I spoke with the press secretaries for Congressman Mike Ross's office, as well as Senators Mark Pryor and John Boozman. Now, none would answer if they would take a pay cut or pension cut as part of a shared sacrifice. Only Congressman Griffin would address that. But
this brings to mind the automatic cuts that now go in 2013.
Exactly.
Any way that those could still be avoided?
Yes, the next Congress could override them and try again to find another way to trim the budget, but of course President Obama said this afternoon he would veto those efforts.
Couldn't be looking at another Get It Done tour. Thank you, Matt Berman. And to read the statements we received from Senators Pryor and Boozman and Congressman Ross, just head to our website at today'sthv.com.
Well, in just 2.5 minutes.